What's up, y'all? Weekly forecast time, dude. Can you believe it? How y'all doing, man? All signs, weekly forecast. Positive stuff this week. Let's get some positive stuff this week, man. Oh, anyway, though, you know the deal. Information on scheduling personal readings is in the description of the video, okay? I'll probably repeat that a couple of times throughout this video, but just so you know, so you're not hitting me up on Facebook and all that stuff, description of the video, okay? Anyway, though, how was y'all's weekend, man? How was your weekend? Hopefully it was good. I'm shooting for some positive stuff this week, man. Positive stuff. Last week, not very much positive stuff came through, did it? Not really. It was pretty fucking negative. But hopefully you guys had the power, or harnessed the power, to transmute that and change it, okay? Anyway, though, what's up, everybody? Y'all didn't waste no time showing up, did you? Got any Aries people in here? Aries, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Aries, Aries. What do we got this week for Aries, universe? What do we got? What do we got for Aries this week? What do we got? What do we got for my Aries people? Oop, Page of Wands, King of Wands reversed. Y'all dealing with another fire sign, or you're just really harnessing that fire energy, right? Oh, well, let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3. Enchanted Cottage, thanks for that super chat, appreciate it. Y'all should check her out, man. That lady just sent the super chat. You ought to check her out. I haven't promoted another reader in a long time, but she's got some skills. Y'all go check her channel out. Anyway, look, check it out. Okay. Hermit in the reverse. Okay, some of y'all could be dealing with a Virgo. A Tower in the reverse. Okay. So I do see some attempted reconciliation energy right here, but the thing about it is that there's not enough trust here. I think you're really, really guarded. Okay, you're on guard right here. I don't even really think you have any emotion towards this person or this situation. You know, I don't think that even if you did try to reconcile this, it's okay. Well, if we reconcile this and I don't trust you, I'm still holding the past against you, or you're still holding the past against me, or there's just still that tension, you know, that ball of tension between the two of us. What are we doing? Queen of Wands is in the reverse anyway, okay? There's a massive loss of passion and interest. Queen of Wands reverse, Queen of Swords upright, okay? I don't even really think, like I said, some of you could be dealing with like a bum. Okay, obviously that's not everybody. There's definitely some codependence issues here though, but some of you could be dealing with somebody who like is a financial bum and just won't get a job or won't work or something like that, you know. If not, don't worry about that, but I had to say it because it did come out. But I think the person you're dealing with, not only is there some codependence issues right here, but there's just a lot of things that, 7 of Swords here, you know. I just see a lot of sneaky shit happening. And at the end of the day, there's just no trust between the two of you. No trust, okay? No trust between the two of you. I think they feel like it would be a waste of time too, okay? I see a lot of immature, silent communication here on both parts. Like it could be to the point now to where there's just, like if you're in separation with this person, a lot more watching silently and not saying anything. You know, a lot more, if you are currently involved with this person here, a lot of, kind of like, you know, pouting, you know, and like that shitty, I'm gonna hint how I feel and whatnot and hold it against you because you ain't reading my mind right. You know that? I don't know why that just came through, that just spilled through, but I see a lot of that energy happening right here, you know. Ugh. Okay, well, let's look at the advice. What advice do we have for Aries? What advice do we have? Ooh, King of Swords just showed his face. If you are emotionally distancing yourself from this situation, you are right in doing that. Do not feel guilty for you taking the logical approach to things, okay? There's a time and a place for everything, you know? Time and a place for everything. There's a time to be illogical, and there's time to be emotional. Logical. It sounded like I said illogical. There's a time to be logical and a time to be emotional, okay? And right now, I kind of feel like a lot of you are having your emotions used against you and manipulated against you because, look, y'all got some huge ass hearts, man. You do. You do. And there are a lot of people out there that like to take advantage of that, don't they? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So now you harnessing that logic, don't feel guilty for that. You're not a bad person. They're probably going to try to make you feel like it, but no, you're not. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kaylee, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. All right, plan your steps. Okay, star card. All right, cool. So a lot of you need to be focused more on your money and your finances right now. I mean, Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, come on now. But plan your steps. Here's the thing though. You can only plan so much. Okay, you can only plan so much. You have to plan your steps, but also plan for the unexpected. If that makes any sense, dude. It's like walking this tightrope. I'm planning my steps, but I'm also prepared for the unexpected. That balance, you know? So it is time to transition on from this right here though, 2 of Cups reversed. If you are not currently in separation, just take your hands off the wheel and allow what's gonna happen to happen. If you are currently in separation, keep on going, okay? Kaylee, thanks again for that super chat, appreciate it. So, yeah, I got a feeling a lot of you are dealing with a situation in which your emotions have been used against you for so long that you just don't even really, you're not even firing those emotions off anymore. It's just like, dude, you ain't got no way to, we've played this game so many times that it's just not fun anymore. It's just, I don't really care what you think, what you say, deuces, bye. All right. Okie dokie. Well, that didn't sound too negative. It wasn't the most positive thing in the world, but it also wasn't the most negative. So anyway, we'll see what's going on with Taurus then. How about Taurus? We got any Taurus people in here? What do we got for Taurus this week? Ooh, that happened quick. The Temperance. Whoops. Positive. Good. Okay, some of y'all could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. Either way, though, slow and steady wins the race, right? I'm pretty sure Taurus is the one that invented that. I would feel safe betting a Taurus invented that little phrase, you know, slow and steady wins the race. But you're finally becoming more balanced and more at peace, you know. Let's go ahead. 6 shuffles. I'm feeling 6 on that. People always ask why. I don't know. It's just the first number that popped into my head. So we're going to roll with it. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. The Fool card. Okay. 5 of Wands reversed. All right. So you don't want the drama anymore, do you? Okay. Like with the 4 of Wands right here, reversed, I think you're dealing with somebody who, the problem here is we get into a really, really slippery slope that we walk down when we deal with somebody who is immature, okay? Because when you're immature, immaturity and being naive doesn't make you a bad person, okay? That's lack of experience. It's kind of like innocence. Now, again, it's a slippery ass slope that we walk down when we talk about this. It's really difficult, okay? Because being immature and naive doesn't make you a bad person in and of itself. It's when you're immature, naive, and arrogant. Arrogant, okay? If you're naive, admit it. I do all the time, I don't know. That's one of my favorite phrases. I don't know. I'm naive. I don't know. I don't understand. I've never experienced that before. But when you don't know what you're talking about, don't fucking try to pretend that you do, right? Don't pretend that you do, okay? And I think that has a lot to do with what you're dealing with right here. And I think a lot of you have realized that when you're dealing with somebody who is immature, again, they're not a bad person. Stephanie, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. Not a bad person, but at the same time doesn't realize that they're immature. The harder you try to like, then the more of a fight you're gonna get. Like, I just got done telling somebody in a personal reading, the universe behaves like water. Water. If you ever wanna know anything about the functionality of the universe, think about water. Okay, if you put your hand in the water and move it easily and effortlessly like this, very little resistance. Slow and steady wins the race, right? But the more resistance you put up against it, the more resistance the water is gonna put up. You hit that water hard enough, it's concrete, isn't it? Oh yeah. I think you started to understand that with this particular situation. Seven of Cups, though, I do see you're probably exploring new options right now. But as far as the person you're dealing with, that door is closed. And they think that they're the ones that came out on top. And I don't even really think you care at this point. You're like, you know what? I don't give a damn. Okay, if that's what you want to think, you go think that. I got important stuff to do here, right? I got important stuff to do here. I don't have time to keep fighting this losing battle, which is cool. I like it when like a sign like Taurus, that's a major breakthrough for Taurus energy, because y'all, hey, I'm gonna tell you what, I have watched y'all bring, like, you know how they say, don't bring a knife to a gunfight? Well, I watched y'all bring a pillow to a gunfight. Like, it don't even care. Man, I'm gonna swing this pillow and whoop your ass with it. If anybody will do that, it'd be a Taurus. And I have watched you all fight some battles that it's like, oh my God, just stop, you know? So for you to actually say and acknowledge, this is a losing battle, I'm no longer fighting, that's cool, man, that's cool. That's awesome, that is a big breakthrough. That's our job. I don't care who you are or what your sign is. Your job is to transmute the challenges that come along with your energies. That's your job. Don't care who you are, okay? Let's get 4 shuffles for the advice here. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom! Ooh. All right, the Death card, Chariot reversed, 2 of Wands reversed. Don't be up in your head overthinking this. Make a final decision, as if Taurus needed to hear that. Duh. I mean, y'all kind of like, y'all along with us Aquarians and Leos and whatnot helped write the chapter in the book of how to make your mind up, right? But just in case you were questioning yourself, you are not wrong in making a final decision. But rest, relax, chill. You have every bit of permission from the universe to take your mind away from the things that piss you off and relax. People come to me all the time and ask, what do I need to be focusing on? It's not always what you need to be focusing on. It's what you need to take your focus away from that gives you the power, okay? Take your focus away from those things that piss you off and those people that irritate you and the people that do dumb things and say dumb things that you all love to just sit around and just get mad about. Take your mind off of it. You have permission. Nothing's gonna happen. Relax, chill and relax, and just allow old cycles to come to an end and new cycles to begin, okay? Gemini, do we have any Geminis in here? 417 of you showed up. Cool, cool. Right on, man, right on. I digs it, I digs it. Boop, boop, boop. Whoops, well, way too many cards just fell out there. Wheel of Fortune fell out though. We'll see if that's meant to be in the reading. I'm gonna put it back in the deck because it fell out with like 6 other cards. If it was meant to come out, it will come out, trust me. Gemini, Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Hang on, let's get some sage in here real quick. Sorry, Geminis, to make you wait. Y'all are typically pretty cool though, right? Oh, this is my last little bit of sage. I gotta go buy some more. Last little bit, I'm lighting ashes in here, pretty much. There we go. Whew. All right. All right. Thank you for your patience there. Got any Geminis in here, man? Can we get some likes? 420 people, only 92 likes. Come on, hit that like button, y'all. Pretty please, greatly appreciate you. Gemini, what's happening? What's up with my Geminis this week, universe? Let's get something positive, please. I hate reading that negative shit. I really do. I really do. Y'all don't believe me, and that's fine, but I really don't like reading negative readings. But I'm gonna read whatever hits the table. Let's get something positive, universe. Pretty please. Pretty please from my Geminis. Woo, that looks pretty positive. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups, okay. One, the other, or both of you is definitely interested in coming together, okay? Anna, thanks for that super chat, appreciate it. 4 shuffles for the rest of the spread here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Five of Swords reversed. Okay, Page of Cups reversed. Uh-oh. Queen of Swords reversed. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aries. Doesn't have to be, but I think somebody's interested. Somebody here definitely wants to like reunite, okay? Man, I'm gonna tell you what though, it looks to me like, I'm reading for two groups of you here, okay? Well, who'd have thunk it? Gemini, the twins, right? But there's a group of you in which you are coming together with this person, but it's not gonna last long. It's gonna pop off with an argument, dude. Gonna pop off. Queen of Swords reversed, Five of Wands, bam, it's gonna explode, right? For others of you though, with this Four of Cups energy here, you're not gonna go there. It's like, okay, maybe some communication comes through, an invite, a message, could just be a hint. You know how people try to get your attention? Well, at least it happens to me all day, every day. People compete for my attention, but I'm sure you know how it feels like whenever like somebody, that one person that you know, they're trying to get your attention, like they go through your Facebook and they hit like on everything you've ever posted. It's like, look at me, you know? That type of energy. Something is like really hinting towards wanting to come together and you're not even going there. No, not doing this bullshit again. I intuitively know exactly what's gonna happen, okay? Five of Swords reversed. I don't want this, okay? Not happening. But the person that you're dealing with is hanging around, hoping, waiting, wishing that it'll get better between the two of you. And they're very burdened by this right here, but that doesn't really look like there's a whole lot of success happening here. Not really. Again, some of you, it's hard to say. I think that this feels more like you're probably just gonna keep your distance and be like, nah, you know what, I ain't even going there. For some of you though, I think you will. Really hard to say generally like that, but anyway, let's get the advice. This is the important part anyway. Advice. Three shuffles, three more. One, here's two, and three. Four of Wands reversed, okay. Ten of Pentacles upright. All right, don't be nervous about this, okay? The doorway is closed, okay? The universe, like, can you kick the doorway down? Yeah, if you want. Can you pick the lock, stick a little card in there and force the door open? Yeah, if you want. And those of you who are going to choose to do that, which I know some of you are going to learn very quickly why you didn't want to walk in that room, okay? However, though, for the rest of you, when a doorway closes, there's nothing wrong with staying there and knocking on it a few times, but if it don't open, back away, okay? Don't try to kick down closed doors. Now, maybe that doorway will open later on. Okay, that's cool. If it does, it does. But if it's not opening right now, back away, dude. Back away, okay? Do not let anxiety make decisions for you, okay? Trust me. Yes, I do have a very extensive history with mental illness and anxiety and depression and whatnot. Oh yeah, I promise you, you have the power to transmute it with thought alone. Yes, you do. I'm a living testimony of it. Okay, some of you have heard my stories. I don't have time to get into that right now, but do not allow anxiety to make decisions for you. I don't really care what it is. If you're nervous and anxious, that boils down to one little point. I don't care if it's a legitimate worry or if you're just paranoid and insecure. Either way, it's the ego is afraid of losing control. That's it. The ego is afraid of losing control, okay? Carla, thanks for that super chat, appreciate it. But once we realize that the ego doesn't really have that much control anyway, back away. Follow that little voice, okay? That little voice of intuition. After a while, the ego will see that little voice knows what it's talking about, and the ego will stop getting scared. But until then, don't let anxiety make decisions for you, okay? Bianca, thanks for that super chat. Thank you so much. All right, Cancer. Do we have any Cancerians in here? 581 of you. Right on. Cancer. Do we have any Cancers in here? Positive, something positive for Cancer, please, universe. I keep saying that, but what you need to hear is what's going to come through. So I still want it to be positive. I want rainbows and unicorn farts and gumdrops and lollipops. That's what I want. But they happen. They do. Oh, they do. But it's just not very common. I mean, think about it. If my life was rainbows and unicorn farts, I never even would have stumbled across this shit right here. Come on now. Neither would you. You wouldn't even be here right now, right? So I think it's fair. 1, 2, 3 more shuffles for my Cancers. 1, whoops, 2, and 3. Yeah. Boom, 2 of Cups for you too. Okay, hopefully this is a good thing. We will see. 6 of Cups reversed. Okay, still a bit of a grudge being held. You still haven't let go of what this person did, have you? Oh, 9 of Cups reversed. Okay, emotional codependence. But this is on the person you're dealing with side, but still that game typically takes 2 people to play that game, right? Okay, so I feel like you're at this weird place right now where I'm at peace with it, I'm cool, but I didn't forget what you said. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm at peace, I'm cool, but I'll never forget what you said. So it's like this inner conundrum that you're finding yourself in right now. The Chariot, here's the Cancer. Could be another Cancer you're dealing with. Could be an Aries that you're dealing with. Either way, though, I think the person you're dealing with is getting over this, but I don't really think that they've actually healed the part of themselves that brought the 2 of you together, okay? That's the thing, is that you regardless of what happened between you and another person, if you don't heal the part of you that attracted you to them, you're just going to keep experiencing it over and over and over and over and over. Same demon, different person, over and over and over and over and over and over and over, okay? And what is the energy that brings most of us together? Loneliness. Loneliness. The same energy that gets people addicted to drugs and alcohol. It gets us addicted to a lover, doesn't it? I feel lonely, I feel empty, I feel hurt, I feel sad. And you made me completely forget about that for a very temporary period of time. Kind of like a bottle of whiskey will do for you. Vibrationally identical, but nobody wants to talk about that except me. I'll talk about it because it's true. I'm a king of swords. That's what I do, is I speak the truth. And if it pisses you off, well, I'm sorry, but you need to hear it anyway, okay? This is what the energy most of us are coming together in relationships based on this right here. So if I'm vibrating at the frequency of loneliness and you come into my life, what do you think's gonna happen? What do you think's gonna happen? We came together on the frequency of loneliness and sadness. Thanks for that super chat. Donnell, is that how you say that? Thank you. What do you think's gonna happen? Nothing good, nothing good. That is not carving out a very positive energetic pathway, okay? Because now we are dependent on each other. It's like 2 hungry mosquitoes biting each other in the ass, trying to suck blood from each other. There is no winning here, you know? 2 codependents come together, okay? Now, I remember those days, man. Dude, I'll never forget the day that I had to say to myself, I'm emotionally codependent. Oh, dude, the pill I swallowed that day, this is a couple years ago when I was staying in Ohio. The pill I had to swallow that day was like the size of a bowling ball, dude. Oh, it was so hard getting that pill down. But ever since then, I began to heal. It was a slow, long, drawn-out process. But once I said to myself, dude, I'm emotionally codependent, my healing process began. My healing process began. Oh, yeah. Think about that, okay? Think about that. I don't really know how successful things are going to be here. Again, the Hangman, nobody's making a real solid decision right here. There's no action being taken between you and this person, I don't think. I don't think there's any action being taken at all, okay? Let's look at the advice, though. What should you do? Should you reach out? Should you keep it the way it is? Let's just see. I don't know. That was a really weird energy right there. Very strange. What advice do we have for Cancer this week, universe? Advice. Ba-boom, the Hermit in the reverse. Keep yourself occupied. Don't sit around all day by yourself and drive yourself nuts. Keep yourself occupied. Keep yourself busy. Stay active, okay? Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Three of Wands reversed. Okay, the Empress, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands reversed. All right, so you need to make a final decision, okay? None of this wishy-washy shit. Don't let anybody persuade you or manipulate. Once you make up your mind, you make a decision, you need to leave it there. You need to keep it there, okay? Start where you are, okay? We have this really bad habit as humans. Once the outside world does this thing, whatever that may be, then I'll start doing this. Once I have more money, then I'll start doing this. Once this person comes along and loves me, then I'll, you know, once the outside world does what I want it to do, then I'll start working on myself, or then I'll start healing, or then I'll start, no. Start where you are. Start where you are, okay? We live in a universe that has no choice but to keep handing you evidence that supports whatever you believe, okay? So what you have to do is you have to pay attention to and acknowledge the deep, deep, deep meaning behind every single thing you're currently doing. That's how you get on that path to find your calling, to find your purpose. You don't wait for something to happen in the outside world. Oh, okay, well now I've found my calling. No. If you want to manifest a life that the universe hands you that says, okay, well, your existence is very meaningful, it all depends on what you believe. If you don't believe your existence is meaningful now, the universe is not going to hand you any evidence that suggests that it is, even though it is. See what I'm saying? However you choose to perceive your life now is what the universe is going to keep handing you. Okay? Start acknowledging and being thankful for the deeper meaning behind every little thing that you're doing right now. And the universe will slowly start spoon feeding you more and more evidence that supports that your existence is very meaningful. Okay? There is no way to not have a meaningful existence, but that's how you, with your perception, create your reality, okay? You have to start doing it first on your inside world. Then the outside world will change, not the other way around, okay? Leo, yeah. Oh, I had to do it once. I had to do it just once. My old G followers will know what that means, right? All right, so Leo, what's happening? What it do, Leo, do what it do. Boom, 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 boom. Leo. What do we got for my Leos next week? My Leos next week, Nine of Wands, man, dude. Okay, you still got that guard up, huh? Okie dokie. Well, maybe you need it to be up, but you need to work on letting your guard down, okay? Need to work on letting it down. Maybe you don't have to just let it down all at once. Slowly start letting your guard down. You got to do it first, though. Okay, let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Okay, you are off to a new start. Yes, Death card. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Scorpio. Leo card is in the reverse here. All right, so there's some nervousness going on here, but I do see new things coming your way. All right, I see, well, right now, it looks to me like this is the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new one, okay? There's still some disappointment about the past. You're still in the healing process, but this is a slow, gradual, transitionary process. Some of you all, I think this is new things coming in. I think this is new things coming in, okay? Could be a fire sign or an earth sign. Could be somebody at the workplace, okay? Either way, though, I do think the person you're dealing with is equally nervous, too. Again, like we just talked about, like attracts like, okay? If you are a nervous, anxious person, you're probably going to attract somebody who's kind of nervous and anxious or a little bit skittish in this area or that area. It's very, very common. Happens all the time, okay? But either way, I still think that whatever this is new that's wanting to come your way right here, again, it's hard to say. It's hard to say whether or not you're going to actually even go for it because the Fool is in the reverse and the Ace of Swords is in the reverse, okay? It's wanting to come through for you here, but I think a lot of you right now are, and also too, now I am no like professional astrologer. You know, as far as, I mean, I know a lot about the signs and the energies and how they behave and this and that. I can tell you a lot about that. But as far as the shit that happens in the sky, I'm like kind of a noob at that. I don't really know all that stuff. But I do hear about this Mars retrograde coming. And I've personally been feeling some very strange energies ever since the pre-shadow. So maybe this has something to do with it. You know, very, very likely. I don't know why I just felt compelled to share that, but very likely maybe this is what it is, because I do still see the reluctance. Okay, I see something wanting to come in real quick, but I'm seeing reluctance here, okay? I'm seeing reluctance here because you're still in the healing process. You're still kind of like, man, do I really want to waste my time again? Is it really worth feeling like this again? You know, is it really worth the heartache and the lies and the bullshit and the cycle? You know how I'm saying when you get in the cycle and it just keeps happening over and over and over. And like me personally, and most of the people that I've met eventually put an end to that cycle and say, look, I'm gonna put it to a stop. But I've met people who don't. Like I've met people who don't, who like literally, they're in their 30s and 40s now. And ever since they were teenagers, they've been cycling through this shit over and over and over. But I don't really feel like you're wanting to do that now. Okay, I really don't. But right now, I'm kind of seeing this big cliffhanger. Something new's wanting to come in here, but Nine of Wands could be another fire sign, could be an air sign. And the Strength in the reverse. It looks like there's a lot of nervousness and a lot of guards up. And the Fool and the Ace of Swords are both reversed. So some of you may not even go for this. Some of you may not even go for this. But anyway, let's look for the advice here. Let's see what advice we have. Are you right in not going for this, or should you give it a chance? Let's see. Some of you may not even recognize this as being any potential. I don't know. Let's see. What's the advice for Leo Universe? Advice! 1, 2, 3 more shovels. 3 more. All right, Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands, Ace of Cups, the Temperance. Okay, so if I were you, it's telling me that yes, go ahead. Like if something comes in, go for it, okay? However, there's a lot of inner work that needs to be done here, okay? You've probably heard me say this a million times. If you've heard me say this before, bear with me as I repeat myself, but I always advocate healing first. But you don't have to. That's just my play it safe. There's no way to fail at this. I'm real big on, like, if you get your heart broke or whatever the case may be, take time to yourself. That's just my it's an opinion of mine. I have seen people who get together in a relationship while they're still damaged. If you exclusively shield yourself off and work on your own healing and leave that exclusive to the relationship, you can still heal like that. But I don't advocate for that because that is such a slippery slope. Dude, it's so easy. That's just like saying, advocating, oh, okay, yeah, your heart's broken, go out and party and get drunk, Can you, if you're a good energy worker, do that and still heal up and move on from that? Yes, but it's very dangerous. We don't want to do that. It's kind of the same thing. I think that you need to work on the burdens that you're carrying from the past. You need to heal up from your past, definitely. Okay, now how do we heal up from the past? Okay, I don't really hear a lot of people talk about this, so I don't really have time to dig a deep wormhole right now, but you are responsible for assigning a meaning to everything that happens in your life. You're the one that does that. You're the one that does that. For example, I'm going to give you my example, okay? I'm not saying you have to do what I'm doing, but for example, my past is very dark, very, very dark. Very dark and very ugly, okay? A lot of you have heard some of the really dark stories from my past. Every single experience that I've had in my past, I use the wisdom I extracted from it for my career here, okay? That's just a small example. There is a never-ending amount of ways for you to take negative energy, a negative memory, a negative experience, and transmute it into something positive. That's what we're here to do. As the creative entities that we are. We're not here to run away from the negativity. We're here to take that negativity and transmute it into something else. That's what we're here to do. We're way too creative not to run away from negativity. That's stupid. That's stupid, dude. Come on now. We're way too creative for that. Way too creative. If you think you're just going to run away from negativity, first of all, you can't. It doesn't work that way in this dimension. But second of all, how dumb do you think you are? You're not stupid. You are a very, very insanely powerful creative being. It's time to put those powers to work. Okay? That's the way we do it. Anywho, Virgo. Virgo. We got any Virgos in here? 709 of you showed up. Thank you, NJ, for that super chat. Appreciate it. 1, 2, 3 more shuffles for Virgo. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Boom! Temperance in the reverse. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. Queen of Swords. Okay, so the person you're dealing with does have feelings for you. They do love you, but they don't have anything nice to say about you. That whole mess, you know, that could be a water sign that you're dealing with. It's a very watery energy, you know. When I love you, but I don't have anything nice to say to you, you know, that type of energy. So strange. It's that but you feel very heavily guarded. I think you're on guard. Okay. I think any communication that does come in, which I do see possible communication wanting to come through, you're probably going to pass on it. Okay. This particular connection, when it all comes down to it. Okay. When it all comes down to it, if you pop away from your own perspective, your own emotions, your own preferences and biases, and you look at this situation for what it is, what does it serve you? Nothing good. I don't like to use that phrase, no longer serves me. Everything is always serving you something. The question is, what is it serving me? Is it serving my highest good, or is it serving me doo-doo on a platter? It's one or the other, you know what I'm saying? So what is this serving you? Nothing good. Nothing good. Temperance in the reverse. It knocks you off balance. You're all out of whack. Fucking you start overthinking and driving yourself crazy and getting pissed off and getting angry and just it knocks you off balance at the end of the day, dude. And you know this. You know this, okay? But 9 of Pentacles, beautiful. I see a very, very strong sense of independence, okay? Whether you are currently involved with another person or not, there's still this very strong independent streak about you, okay? Could be a Cancer that you're dealing with, but I do think this person is moving on from this, but they're still a little bit pissed off, man. They're still a little bit pissed off. And I think they're probably a little bit more pissed off because you're turning them the cold shoulder than anything, okay? Because they're not quite getting the reaction out of you that they want. So they're a little bit mad about that. Okay, this person may have been accustomed to being able to pull you around at one point in time, and now they can't. You put an end to that energy, and that makes them a little bit mad. They don't like that. So, yeah. Erky Derky. What advice do we have? Advice for Virgo. Advice, 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 advice for my Virgos. Whoa, boom, the 7 of Wands. Okay, if your guard is up against this person, you're all right. Okay, don't ever. Now, again, slippery slope. I'm not telling you to go around with your guard up, but you know you can't trust this person. You know you can't trust this person. Don't let that guard down, because if they do communicate, if this was the type of person that ever tried to tug you around and play with your emotions or try to poke at you and try to persuade you emotionally, you know what they're doing. Okay, just keep that wall up when it comes to this person. I'm not advocating that you throw your walls up to everybody, but when it comes to this person, you know what they're doing. So yeah, don't put your walls down for this person. You know, you're right in doing that. You're very right in doing that. 1, 2, and 3. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, 9 of Cups. Okay, all right. So right now, don't work yourself too hard, Virgo. Okay, Don't work yourself too hard. And hey, I know I poke at y'all. I poke and pick at y'all because I have Virgo moon and rising. Okay, so I feel like I feel entitled to pick and poke at you, right? Because I'm an Aquarius, but I have a really heavy Virgo influence, so I get it, okay? But don't work yourself too hard, dude. I'm gonna tell you what right now. I was just telling a couple of signs a few minutes ago. The universe behaves like water, okay? If you put your hand in the water and you move it like this, very easily and effortlessly, there's little to no resistance. But the harder you work against the water, the harder you're going to have to work against the water, because the more resistance it's going to put up. Okay, that's exactly the way the universe flows, just like water. Okay. Right now, don't take any random arbitrary leaps of faith, especially if you don't have any faith. If you're going to take a leap, make sure you have the faith first. Okay, faith and belief is fundamental in everything that you experience, okay? Don't rely so much on the outside world, Virgo. I know that's another one of your big challenges, okay? You like that evidence. I like to be able to calculate and plan, and I like to have the evidence right here in front of me, and then calculations and planning. And Come on now, man. That's not where it's at. A little bit, but that's not where it's at. We gotta pull the Virgo energy away from the outside world, because the outside world isn't happening to you, it's happening in response to you, okay? All right? Dirk. All right. So, who was that? Virgo? Libra. We got any Libras in here? You got any Libras in here? Libra. Oh, there we go. Two of Wands reversed. Okay. No longer up in your head. Not being flippy-floppy today, are you? No. Very, very, very sure of whatever decision was made, it's a final decision, okay? There's no more contemplating. There's no more wondering and waiting and hoping and waiting and wishing. Say, check it out, dude. As soon as I split the deck, Two of Swords reversed. Yep. Two of Swords, Two of Wands, both reversed. Hey, babe, you coming back up here? All right.
I can.
I need a water. Okay. Thank you. All right, let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom! 10 of Pentacles reversed, okay. The Lover's card, woo! 10 of Swords reversed, 5 of Cups reversed, okay. So, okay, I think I see what's going on right here. It could be a Gemini that you're dealing with. Also have Leo, Pisces, and Taurus. But here's the thing. The situation you were dealing with, okay, that is done. It's a done dollar, okay? It's over. It's a done, diggity done dollar, okay? However, the Lover's card, what does this mean? Next to the Empress reversed, what's this mean? Okay? More often than not, the universe will use a lover to get your attention. See, on the other side, our higher selves, our souls, our ascended masters, our guardian angels, this is going to burst a lot of bubbles out there, but they don't give a shit about romance, okay? They don't. I know that I probably just pissed off about 800 people right now. I don't care. That's the truth. However, we humans do. Like, that's all we care about, right? So because of that, you ignored the signs, you ignored the synchronicities, you ignored the coincidences and the synchronistic events and all the things that the universe has been screaming at you. Okay, time to bust out the big guns. You want to get a human's attention? Send a lover. Send a lover. Every time. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your beliefs are. I don't care what your faith is. I don't care what your race, color, sexuality. I don't give a damn. Send a lover. I'm going to send you somebody who's going to energetically grab you by the heart and drag you kicking and screaming down this path. Because that was the only thing that there was left to do. Thanks, baby. So that's what I'm seeing here. This was one of those types of connections that was meant to pull you down a very specific path. And on the other side, though, very near and dear soulmate. Could have been a very negative experience here in human form, but on the other side, very near and dear soulmate. person you're dealing with is getting over this. They are. They're healing from this, okay? I still see you a little bit restless and a little bit nervous and anxious, okay? Because of the unknown. You're afraid of the unknown. You are off on a new path right now, doing the best you can to plan each step, but you're still off into the wild unknown, and it's got you a little bit restless and nervous and anxious. But this particular situation you were dealing with is something that you need to at least hold a space for. Hold a space for. One of these days, the universe is going to show you why that happened. You may not understand it now. And actually, as a matter of fact, more often than not, you're not allowed to know. If the universe sends one of those types of connections that is meant to pull you down a path, you're not allowed to know yet. You're not allowed to know. You would sabotage the path if you knew. So at least hold that space. Okay, universe, I have no idea what the hell that had to do with anything, why that person had to come along, or why they had to have that type of impact on me. I don't understand it, but you know what? I trust that one of these days you're going to show me. One of these days you're going to show me. I'm going to look back and be like, oh yeah, that's why that happened. Huh, okay, right on. And then it'll be up to you to relinquish any grudges or let go of any emotional triggers that you have identified with as a result of that. But you'll see one day. As long as you allow yourself to believe it's possible, the universe has no choice but to show you when it's time. Okay, 3 more shuffles for Libra's advice. 3 more. There's 1. Thank you all for the positive feedback. Appreciate it. 2. And 3. Boom! The Knight of Cups. Woohoo! Yeah. Hey, man, look. Welcome in something new. Heal from the past. Hey, your number 1 goal. How many times do I say this? Your number 1 goal is your relationship with yourself. Your relationship with yourself. As within, so without. As above, so below. When they say you must first love yourself, they're not kidding. It's not a cute poetic philosophy. It's quantum physics. It's law of attraction and vibration 101. Your number 1 goal is your relationship with yourself. Why do you think the 9 of Cups comes before the 10 of Cups? If you want that 10th cup, you must first collect 9. By the time you collect 9, you're not really going to desperately feel like you need that 10th cup. You don't. You don't give a shit. And guess what? That's when that 10th cup comes along, when you least expect it, okay? Libra, okay, vibrate at the highest vibrational version of you that you have ever vibrated, okay? See, there's a difference. I know I talk a lot about astrology and a lot about signs and things like that. Ed, thanks for that super chat. Thank you, appreciate it. However, the real goal here is to take the real you. Not the character, not the rich lop who's the Aquarius playing this little tarot card reader on YouTube. The real me and the real you. The person behind the virtual reality mask. Okay? And give that part of you the control and the power so you vibrate higher than your sign. You vibrate higher than your energy. Okay? So what does that mean when I start to become aware of how my Aquarius nature works and things like that? Now I can, on command, say, okay, I'm going to use my Virgo moon to my advantage. Like when I'm at the gym, you know, I'm going to use my Aquarian sun to my advantage. You know, I'm going to use my energies for the greater good. Okay, rather than vibrating lower than all that and letting my energies pull me around and use me like a puppet, you know, so that I can make excuses for my shitty behavior and things like that. The goal is to vibrate higher than your energies. Okay, because the real you isn't bound to any of that anyway. Okay, not the real you. Not the real you. Heal up from your past. Okay, allow the healing process. Okay, don't fight it. Don't fight it. Alrighty, Scorpio. Do we have any Scorpios in here? Scorpio, the Scorpio. What's up, y'all? Let's see if we got something positive for you. If it's not positive, it will be empowering, even if it's negative. That's my thing. Like, I know a lot of negative readings come through on my channel because I'm a truthful reader, but you always receive something empowering, even if it's a negative reading, even if it's a negative message. I will still give you your power back and empower you. Yep. I'm not one of those people that sucks your power away. You give me your power, I'm gonna give it right back to you and tell you how to fine tune it and use it to your advantage. Yep. Let's get 4 shuffles here for Scorpio universe. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Devil in the reverse. Okay, some of y'all could be dealing with a Capricorn. Okay, all right. This looks positive. This looks beautiful. Yes, okay. Yep, this is definitely reconciliation energy for some of you. For others of you, this is something that was starting to go bad, but now is being repaired. Okay, and it looks very positive, very beautiful, beautiful. Okay, it looks like whatever negative energy was between the two of you is being worked on. Okay, it looks like the both of you are deciding equal give and take. Okay, and again, for those of you, some of you, it's reconciliation. Somebody's coming back around. For others of you, it's some sort of connection that was starting to go bad. It was starting to go bad, and now you're all agreeing to work on it. It looks good. I don't know if any solid decisions are being made yet, though. I still see you way up in your head trying to figure out, am I making the right decision? Is this the right thing to do? Should I do this? Should I whatever? But I do see Page of Cups and the Sun, okay? You all working together as a team. Okay, it looks very positive to me. I don't really have a whole lot to say, man. I don't have a whole lot to say. I'm trying to think of something else to say here, but I really don't. It looks this is the most positive reading that I've had all day, man. Leslie, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. But yeah, oh, well, okay. Let's get to the advice then, okay? Because there's not really a whole lot of intricate, diving into this that I can really do right here. It looks to me like that's the important thing. That's the important thing. Y'all don't understand. Reconciliation is a 2-person job. The problem with most reconciliations and why they're unsuccessful is all it takes is one person. And it's usually the person who didn't do anything wrong. But it doesn't matter. All it takes is one person to say, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not changing. You need to change. You know what happens? Here's you vibrating right here. Here's the person you're dealing with vibrating right here. You come together, something happens, whatever it is, okay? And let's just say you didn't do anything wrong. Let's say something was done to you. It happens. Amy, thanks so much for that super chat. Appreciate it. So what happens is I say, I didn't do anything wrong. You're the one that did wrong to me, so you need to change. Well, let's say they do that. Here's what happens. They do this. Y'all can't come together at this point. You didn't change vibration. At the end of the day, and this is the hardest thing for those of us who have been wronged, trust me, I understand. This is one of the hardest pills for us to swallow. How did I attract somebody into my life that did that to me? That's the hardest pill to swallow on the spiritual path. Well, one of them. One of the top 5 hardest pills to swallow on the spiritual path. How did my frequency attract a person like that would do that? Man, that's such a hard pill to swallow, dude. Oh, trust me, I know. I've been there, dude. I'm telling you. But what normally happens? The person who was done wrong stays here. They don't think they need to change. They didn't do anything wrong. Guess what? Next person comes in, same shit. Right? Same demon, different person. And then they just keep cycling through this over and over and over and over and over again, which is what creates the illusion of this victim. These things keep happening to me. You need to change your frequency. There's something about everybody in your life that vibrates like you. You have to go inside and say, what is it? Okay, what is it? Now, this is where, I guarantee you there's going to be people pop off in the comment section, and this is where people say victim blaming and all that horse shit. No, this isn't victim blaming. This is taking control of your frequency and going inside and saying, how can I vibrate at a different frequency? That's what it is. How can I vibrate at a frequency in which I don't experience people like that? What about me vibrates low and negative? Because there's something about me that vibrates low and negative, and that's how this low frequency shit keeps finding its way into my life. That's the truth about the way this dimension operates. And yes, there is a force out there that wants to convince you that it doesn't work that way. And that's fine. If you choose to believe that, and you choose to be a victim for the rest of your life, that's fine. You can do that with your experience if you want to. But those of you who want to see real changes, and you're really like genuinely done, look, I'm tired of this shit. I don't really care. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to actually watch real changes happen in my life. And not just keep attracting the same bullshit into my life just to keep me complaining over and over and over and over and over in this endless, redundant, monotonous cycle. Okay? Those of you are the ones that I'm speaking to here. Okay? Anywho, let's look at the advice. Sounds like it was just a bunch of advice there, but let's look at the advice. It looks like y'all had a pretty positive spread there. Looks good. Looks very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. Advice for Scorpio. Advice, 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 advice. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Eight of Wands reversed. Okay. The Death reversed. All right. So King of Cups reversed. It's very important that you do not allow your emotions to speak for you. Okay? That's really hard to do. That's hard to do, man. Oh, that's tough. If I know for a fact that I don't have anything nice to say, and I know this sounds so cliche, I'm going to shut up. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass. I'm not going to fake it. I'm one of two ways. I'm either 100% real, raw, and uncut, or I'm silent. I'm silent. Okay, Eight of Wands, King of Cups, both reversed. They're not lying, man. If you don't have anything nice to say, shh. Okay, there's a lot of people out there, no, I don't have anything nice to say. However, I can blow smoke up your ass and I can fake it and I can pretend to be nice. No, don't do that either. Don't do that either. That's just as bad. That's just as bad. If all that's going to come out of my mouth is either bullshit or mean, quiet. Shh. Okay. It is time to move forward with this. Don't make any snap decisions just yet, but it does look like reconciliation and forward movement is possible here. Okay, reconciliation and forward movement is possible, especially if you're dealing with a Cancer. And with the Scorpio card in the reverse, yes, you're going to have to step outside of your comfort zone a little bit, Scorpio. That's where growth happens, man. That's where it happens. Okay? Sagittarius. Do we have any Saggies in here? 811 of you showed up. Sweet. Gotta be at least one Saggy. At least one, man. Sagittarius. What's up, y'all? Well, Scorpio got a positive reading. Well, Saggy? So real quick, while I'm shuffling for Sagittarius, I would like to give a big shout out to all my moderators who showed up and constantly, handle business in the comments section. I greatly appreciate y'all's effort. It does not go unnoticed. Also, too, remember, if you want to schedule a personal reading, look in the description of the video, okay? Description of the video. All the information is in there, everything, okay? Let's get 4 shuffles for Sagittarius this week. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoops. Ooh, 9 of Wands. Okay, more guards being up. Silent watching, huh? You got your eye on somebody? If not, they might have their eye on you. Okay, if it's not you watching somebody silently, then they probably have their eye on you. Could be a Gemini that you're dealing with, but you are dealing with a very near and dear soulmate. But I don't really think this person wants to open up. Not really. I think you're dealing with somebody who's a little bit emotionally immature and doesn't really want to open up and express their true feelings and like how they really feel. I think there was a lot of manipulation that went on between the two of you in the past. And I think you know that that door is closed, okay? And you're very aware that that door is closed, but I still think you're kind of watching and keeping up. Again, if it's not you, it's them watching you. There's somebody here, Page of Swords reversed, who's not speaking, but is watching, okay? Guard very heavy, okay? It's like if this person was to reach out to you or communicate, your guard is up, boy. I'm gonna tell you what, I don't think you trust anything that comes out of this person's mouth. I don't think you trust any of their motives. I don't see any trust here at all. I don't. But the thing about it is, this is a very, very intense soul connection. A very intense soul connection, okay? The Lover's card indicates those connections that are meant to make the big changes in your life. A big one, okay? Not just romantic lovers. I mean, it could be for some of you. This could be a romantic lover, could be a twin flame for others of you. But generally speaking, it doesn't really matter if, whatever it is, this person comes into your life and it's not just a casual hi-bye, whoop-de-whoop, this, that, and the third. This is one of those big ones. This was a huge, huge turning point for your life, okay? And on the other side, even if they appear to be your enemy here in human form, we're all best friends on the other side, dude. We're all best friends up there. Every last one of us, okay? That's the important thing to remember. But I do see a lot of manipulation happening here. I think that, yeah, there's just a lot of manipulation, and you know it. You know that there's something that can't be trusted here, and you ain't playing that shit, are you? Nope. Well, that's about as far as it went there, so let's go ahead and look at the advice here. Let's look at the advice. What advice do we have? Advice. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, okay. Especially if you're dealing with somebody who, some financial, like I only hear from you when I need something. That manipulative energy is kind of like what that sounds like there. Do not extend or accept any offers, okay? If communication is closed, don't open it up. Keep communication off right now, okay? Or don't communicate or try to work any deals or whatever. Just, I would keep it the way it is, okay? You're very right in doing that. 3 shuffles. 1, 2, and 3. Nine of Wands again. Yes, hey, different deck, by the way. I'm reading from 2 different decks. 2 different decks, okay? So you're very right. Everything you're doing, Page of Cups reverse, dude. Look, 6 of Wands. See, yup. You already know. You already know. You don't even really need any guidance. I mean, I guess if there's a part of you that's like second guessing whether or not, am I making the right decision? Should I maybe talk to this person? Oops. Avoid the conflict. Avoid the conflict. All it's going to do is pop off into some bullshit. Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, both reversed. Okay, this is the advice. This is what came up in your last spread that you're already doing, and the advice is keep doing what you're doing, okay? You're the one that's going to come out on top. You already know what to do. You already know what to do. All right, Capricorn. 800 of you. Better be a Capricorn in here. Just playing. I know there's at least one Caparoo in here. Capricorn, what's up with y'all this week, man? What do we got for Capricorn Universe? What do we got? What do we got? Oops. 1, 2, 3 more shuffles. All right, 4 cups there. King of Cups, the Tower card, okay. All right, definitely something that, yeah, I think you are making the decision here to allow this to be over, man. And this is good because the underlying energy is the Nine of Cups. Y'all may not know this. I explain this multiple times a day. If you ordered a personal reading and you are due today, okay, I got your readings right here. You'll probably hear me say something similar to this, only in my personal readings, I dig it up way deeper. But most successful couples come together by complete and total accident, okay? This right here is the energy you're stepping into, okay? This is what most people do when they say, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with the game. I'm done with playing that. Just the same thing every single time. It's always the same thing. I'm done. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do me. I'm not waiting on nobody else to come along and love me. I don't need that shit. I am my #1 priority now. That's the only way that I can ensure that I'm gonna have a happy, peaceful life is to make myself happy. Fine, so be it. I don't see it happening just yet, but I do see a lot of you stepping into that energy, and you have no idea how powerful that is. You have no idea. Because that is the energy that will allow you, bam, to run right smack dab into your person when you least expect it, okay? But when it comes to the person you're dealing with here, I think you're letting the tower fall, and you are passing up any offers. Like, it's not even an opportunity at this point. It's just like, you know, I mean, a lot of people refer to this as missed opportunity, but it's not even an opportunity. Like, what? Like an opportunity to do what? To run through that bullshit again? Like, to play that stupid game again? That's not an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So, I think the person you're dealing with, yeah, they're probably going and dating around anyway. And I think, you know, a lot of you were dealing with somebody who just couldn't quit talking to other people, right? You know? And don't get me wrong, I'm very open on, I don't think you should be monitoring what the person you're dealing with does or who they talk to. It's very important that if you can't respect the boundaries of a relationship on your own without me telling you, bye, fucking go. You know what I mean? So we got to draw the line there somewhere. And a lot of you were dealing with somebody who that was the type of energy. Like, no, I'm just going to go. And all these other people flirting with me that I know I shouldn't be talking to. I'm not talking about innocent stuff. You know, there's a difference there. But this stuff I know I shouldn't be responding to. I know I shouldn't be acknowledging you and entertaining your little hints and stuff like that. But I just can't help it. You know, I'm doing it quietly. And you know what I mean? That kind of shit. Some of you were dealing with that kind of energy. Either way, there just wasn't any commitment between the two of you. There just wasn't any, and I don't think there ever will be. And I think it's finally coming to the point to where you're cool with that. You're cool with it. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. So, what advice do we have? Advice for my Capitals. Advice. Nope, that happened quick. Knight of Swords, okay. I would open up new communication. That's what I would do. Don't stay hung up on the past, and don't sit around and just like isolate all to yourself. I would open up at least communication. See what else is out there. Let's get 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Don't work yourself too hard. I had to tell Virgo the same thing. Don't work yourself too hard, okay? The harder you work, the harder the universe is going to make you work. Doesn't matter what it's towards. I don't care if it's towards money. And it seems like, I mean, I know that you all are typically really good with finance. Like from my personal experience, not just reading out of an astrology book, but like from my personal experience in business, the people successful are always the Capricorns. But the part that kills me is that it's like a lot of y'all like to go about it the hardest fucking way possible. And I mean, if that's what you want to do, that go ahead. But I'm telling you right now, you don't have to work yourself to death. Okay? When it comes to anything, I don't care if it's money or a relationship or whatever. Don't work yourself to death. Learn to do just enough. And the minute you feel yourself running out of steam, back off and chill. Back off and chill, okay? Learn, I know you all have heard me say this a million times, distinguish the difference between ego and intuition. Just distinguish the difference. Just don't go off on that, oh, I need to get rid of the ego bullshit. Just distinguish, oh, okay, that's ego. That's my ego. Okay, cool. That's my intuition, that weird little voice that just knows shit for no reason. That's my intuition. Okay, this part of me that wants to plan and figure things out and keep myself safe and build defense mechanisms and plot the future and plan my steps. That's my ego. This little thing that's telling me to do all these weird random things that I have no idea why I'm having these impulses, that's my intuition. Okay, as long as it's not telling you to do something bad, okay, because then that could be some other nefarious entity on the other side messing with you. But as long as it's not telling you to do anything bad, okay, within moral standards and moral fortitude, that little voice that's just telling me to do just randomly, I'm in the middle of a project here, and I just randomly get this insatiable desire to get up and walk my dog for no reason. Like, what the hell? Do it, that's your intuition. Who knows why right now? The ego analytical thinking brain would not be able to process it. Okay, just trust that little voice, man. It knows what it's doing, okay? It may seem like a little voice, but it's a huge source of energy that it comes from. Oh, yeah. Anywho, Aquarius. Do we have any Aquarians up in here? Any Aquarians in here? Aquarius. What's up, y'all? How you doing? 785 of you still in here. Aquarius, what's up, dude? What do we got for you next week? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Thank you all for the positive feedback. Appreciate it. Let's get 6 shuffles for Aquarius. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. Seven of Swords. Oh, okay. All right, so I see some reconciliation energy happening here. Okay, yeah, I see Tower reversed, Page of Cups. Okay, some of y'all could be dealing with a Virgo, but I see the desire to reconcile. Somebody here wants to reconcile, but I don't really think it's a very smart idea. I don't think it's a very smart idea. It's hard to say because the Tower reversed is on your side, but on the person you're dealing with side here, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. The Aquarius card is in the reverse here. So whatever it is, I feel like somebody's scheming and plotting some sort of an attempted reconciliation, 5 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and it cannot be trusted here. I do think that you were dealing with a karmic partner, and what that means is it didn't work out in the last life, so we're trying it again in this life. And like 9 times out of 10, it's not working out in this life either. So it's very important to release and let go, okay? But I do think this was a karmic partner in which the cycle is complete between the two of you, okay? It's complete. It's a done dollar. Done dollar. If one or the other of you, if somebody reaches out and you go for it and you try to like maybe make this person a part of your life again or start trying to befriend them or reconcile or something like that, it will repeat the cycle, okay, is what I'm seeing here. It'll repeat the cycle. But the thing about it is when we repeat cycles, the universal bitch slap is harder. And yes, I do mean that as a metaphor. Hopefully we're not talking about domestic violence here, but the universal foot up the ass is deeper. Every time we repeat a cycle, the slap gets harder and harder until the universe is just like, hey, dinglebutt, you get it now? Yo, wake up, you know? And that's the way it works. That's the way it works every single time. So that was very short and sweet, a little shorter and sweeter than I thought it was going to be. Let's go ahead and get to the advice here. The advice, okay? Usually your all's readings are much more drawn out and complex than that, but kind of like Scorpios, that was very, very to the point. That's the thing about the tarot is like, more often than not, when the cards come out, it's really, really complex and intricate. And if you come to me for a personal reading, more likely than not, I'm going to have to pull more than one spread for your question. But sometimes it's just to the point. No questions asked. Like, oh, I have nothing else to say about that. Like, that's straight to the point. And that's what I'm seeing here. is that there's somebody here who wants to reconcile. I don't know if it's you, the person you're dealing with, or maybe both of you. But with that World card there and the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords, that's like a warning. That's like a big red flag. No, the cycle between the two of y'all is complete. It's complete. Don't try to hop back on that wheel, boy. I'm going to tell you what. No. All right, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. I don't really think you all need this advice, but definitely make sure that you're independent, okay? Definitely make sure that you don't need anybody for anything. That doesn't mean that you can't go to people for help from time to time, but there is a difference between assistance and dependence, okay? Make sure that you are not dependent on anything or anyone to be your only source of whatever it is that you need, okay? Again, advice y'all probably don't really need, but in case you need the extra encouragement, there you go. 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Boom, 9 of Cups. What did I just tell y'all, man? Check it out. Look, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups are both of your advice, okay? So, does that mean that you have to go be alone? No, 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 okay? These 2 cards of independence do not mean that you have to go be alone. That is the reason most of us do not allow ourselves to do this, okay? I'm not going to allow myself to get comfortable being alone. I'm not going to allow myself to be happy alone because I'm afraid that if I do, I'm signing the document. I'm going to go be alone for the rest of my life. No. What this means is whether you're single or in a relationship or married or whatever, you do not depend on anything or anyone to be your only source of whatever it is that you need. Does that mean that if you're in a relationship that you and your person will not be there to support each other? No, that's not what that means. What that means is on those days when you're unavailable, it's gonna happen. There's gonna be days where you're emotionally unavailable and I'm emotionally unavailable. And we're not there to support each other because we're both going through our own shit. Then what are we gonna do? Then what are we gonna do? This is where most codependent relationships tank, okay? Now I have no choice but to take care of myself. 9 of Cups. I have no choice. I have me. I have to be able to fill my own cup, right? And then I can come assist you if I get there before you. Or maybe if you get there before me, because it's very important that you know how to do that as well, maybe you can come assist me. That's called teamwork, okay? This dependence, 2 empty cups coming together, like I've said several times today, 2 hungry mosquitoes biting each other in the ass, trying to suck the life force energy out of each other, isn't gonna work. That's what happens when 2 codependents come together, okay? Nope, no, 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 no. All righty, last but not least, Pisces. We got any Pisces people in here? There's still 750 of you in here. There gotta be at least one Pisces. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Remember, everybody, information for scheduling personal readings is in the description of the video. Remember that, okay? And thank you very much. Thanks again to all my moderators that showed up and have been working hard in the comment section today. Thank y'all, appreciate it. Pisces, what's up, man? What's up? What we got for Pisces this week? Let's get 4 shuffles here. 4 shuffles. Here's 1, 2, 3, and last shuffle for Pisces. Last one. Last one. Justice card. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Libra. All right. Lovers in the reverse. Okay. All right. So this at one point in time was a very unhealthy connection that you had. Okay. And it looks to me, I see a lot of effort going towards inner work. Okay. I think for the most part, with that justice energy being up there, you're more at peace now, I think, with this situation than you've ever been. Okay. Could be a Gemini. I also have Capricorn. Could be anybody, though. And Libra. But yeah, the person you're dealing with doesn't even quite feel the connection like they once did. Okay. Now, lovers reverse. Let's talk about this really quick. Okay. Like I've said earlier, I forget what sign it was, but the Lover's card does not indicate a connection or the lack thereof. It indicates whether or not a connection is felt mutually. There is no such thing as somebody that comes into your life who is not a very near and dear soulmate. Everybody who has ever or will ever enter into your life, there's a connection there for some reason. Some reason. They're all different, okay? However, you know those connections that happen that seem to impact you more than the other person? And it's frustrating, right? It's frustrating. Because it's like, why did that have to impact me? And it just looks like I'm nothing but a fart in the wind to you now. Like obviously, you don't even care. It didn't even bother you none. It impacted me more than anybody else. It's because that was your lesson, not theirs. Now, again, we're always a teacher and we're always a student, okay? But there are occasions where I am teaching you more than I'm learning from you, and other way around. There are times where you're teaching me more than I'm learning. You know what I'm saying? It goes both ways, but this is one of those types of situations in which you are the one who are meant to do the most of the learning, okay? The vast majority of the learning. And that's pretty cool because you have the ability to surpass your teacher if you want. You have the ability. You have the ability, but you have to take into account what you learn about you. And that's what I'm seeing here. There's no trust between the two of you. I don't think the person you're dealing with has any interest in coming forward with any love offers or anything like that. And you know this, okay? You know this. You've been doing your inner work, the devil reversed and the high priestess upright. Been doing lots of inner work here. But at the end of the day, there is no trust. You don't even trust this person anyways now. You don't even trust him anyway. So for those of you who are struggling, with whether or not you could ever reconcile, I don't think very many of you are. But if you are, there's no trust between the two of you anyway, okay? So it's very important that you extract what you learned about yourself. That's the hardest thing for us to admit is what did I learn about me? I can talk all day long about what I learned about you, right? Something happens, a negative experience, this, that, and the third. Oh yeah, all day long I can talk about what I learned about you till my fucking face turns blue. But nobody wants to talk about what they learned about themselves, do they? A few of us do. A few of us do. And those of us who are willing to accept, admit to, and work with what we learned about ourselves, we're the ones who do this. Up the hill, up the mountain. We're the ones who evolve. We are the ones who make progress in life. We are the ones who see changes. We are the ones who come out on top. Because at the end of the day, I can point my fingers at you all day long. Okay, cool. I might be right. But if I didn't learn nothing about me, I didn't learn nothing. Nothing that's going to help me. Nothing that's going to help me. Nothing that's going to actually bring any changes into my life. As a matter of fact, if I do nothing but sit and complain all day long about what I learned about you, I'm just going to attract another version of you into my life because that's all I'm focused on. With you and what you did and what kind of a person you are and how bad you pissed me off. The next thing you know, another you is going to show up and do the same shit. I'm going to go through the same cycle, Look at the advice. Advice says for Pisces. And then I got to take a break before I get into my personal readings. 1, 2, 3. 2 more shuffles. Boom! 8 of Wands in the reverse, okay. If communication is cut off between the two of you, that's fine. Leave it there, okay? Now, right now, a lot of you, if you are at an emotional rock bottom, in a way, that's good. In a way, that's good because you know it's not going to get any worse from here. You have 1 or 2 choices. Once you're at that rock bottom, whatever that is to you, whether it's just an emotional or whatever, once you're at that place, you have 2 choices. Either stay here and wallow around in my misery or go up. It's your only 2 choices. It's your only 2 choices. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. That means the power is in your hands. Okay? You need to work on trusting the universe, okay? And I know that sounds kind of trendy and cliche. We all say, I trust the universe, until we're put in a position to where that's our only choice. Then we get scared. Then we grab the wheel. We try to force it and try to fight it and try to make it happen our way, and we don't trust it. Dude, take your hands off the wheel. Take your hands off the wheel and see where the universe wants to take you. You might learn a lot, okay? But right now, yeah, I wouldn't open communication up. I wouldn't right now. If it's blocked, leave it blocked, okay? It's time for you to start a new cycle. Invitation only, okay? Remember, new cycle sounds cute on paper, but it comes with new things outside of your comfort zone, new things that I'm unfamiliar with, probably people that I wouldn't normally associate with, things that I wouldn't normally find myself doing within moral boundaries. I always have to put that in there. I'm not advocating anybody do anything immoral. But within moral boundaries, okay, if you're outside of your comfort zone doing things that make you nervous, you're on the right track, okay? See how long you can stay there before you look around and go, dude, I'm comfortable with this now. Right on. That's kind of weird. And step outside of your comfort zone again. Within those moral boundaries, don't do anything wrong, okay? Don't commit any crimes or do anything sexually immoral or none of that shit. I'm not saying that. But I think you can use your imagination here and say, okay, we'll step outside of my comfort zone again. It's nervous and it's uncomfortable and it's embarrassing and it's weird. Next thing you know, I'm comfortable with this. And the more you travel that path, the more you'll start to realize you are evolving into a person. I don't even recognize the person I was last year. Dude, man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Anyway, I finally feel like the messages all my signs needed to hear have come through, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and playing along. I greatly appreciate all the positive feedback and the likes and the comments and the super chats and all that good jazz. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to look in the description for how to schedule a personal reading if you want one. Other than that, though, I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Y'all have a good one.